Top 10 Godzilla Battles That Shook the World. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the most colossal moments in cinematic history. If you're a fan of giant monsters leveling cities and duking it out in epic showdowns, then you're in the right place. Today, we're counting down the top 10 Godzilla battles that shook the world. Godzilla, the king of the monsters, the Big G, the original Kaiju bad boy. From terrorizing cities to sometimes saving them, Godzilla has been a symbol of destruction, hope, and everything in between. His impact on global pop culture is massive, pun totally intended. So sit back, relax, and let's take a deep dive into the most earth-shattering battles that have defined Godzilla's legendary legacy. Trust me, you won't want to miss number 1 on this list. Let's get started. Battle number 10. Godzilla vs. Ongerus, Godzilla Raids Again, 1955. Kicking off our list at number 10 is the Og monster clash from way back in the day. Godzilla vs. Ongerus in Godzilla Raids Again. So, who's Ongerus, you ask? Well, Ongerus is Godzilla's first ever monster opponent and, believe it or not, one of his closest frenemy in the Kaiju universe. In this classic showdown set in Osaka, Japan, the two titans collide with such ferocity that the city doesn't stand a chance. Buildings crumble, fires blaze, and panic ensues as they tear through the landscape like it's their personal playground. This battle was groundbreaking because it set the precedent for all future monster throwdowns. It was the first time audiences witnessed two giant creatures slugging it out on the big screen, and it paved the way for the entire Kaiju genre. Battle number 9. Godzilla vs. Biollante, Godzilla vs. Biollante, 1989. Coming in at number 9, we have one of the most unique and bizarre adversaries Godzilla has ever faced, Biollante. Biollante isn't your average kaiju. She's a massive, mutated plant creature born from a crazy experiment that combined Godzilla's cells, a rose, and, wait for it, a human spirit. The eerie atmosphere of Lake Ashi sets the stage for this confrontation. Imagine thick mist rolling over dark waters, and out emerges Biollante with her gigantic tendrils and crocodile-like jaws. This battle isn't just about physical might, it's psychological too. Godzilla faces not only a formidable physical opponent but also the haunting implications of genetic engineering gone wrong. This film delves deep into themes of scientific hubris and the unintended consequences of playing God. It adds an emotional layer to the franchise that wasn't as pronounced before, making it a standout battle in the series. Battle number 8. Godzilla vs. King Kong. At number 8, we're talking about the ultimate clash of the titans, Godzilla vs. King Kong. First up, the 1962 classic. This was a monumental moment in cinematic history, bringing together two of the biggest monster icons from the East and the West. The film had a bit of a campy vibe, but that's part of its charm. The battle on Mount Fuji is something else. It's like watching two heavyweight champions going toe-to-toe in the world's most destructive wrestling match. Fast forward to 2021, and we get the rematch we've all been waiting for. With cutting-edge CGI, Godzilla vs. Kong takes the spectacle to a whole new level. The fight scenes are absolutely jaw-dropping. These battles didn't just entertain, they bridged cultural gaps and sparked global excitement. The East meets West showdown brought together fans from all over the world, making it a significant cultural event. Battle number 7. Godzilla vs. Destoroyah, Godzilla vs. Destoroyah, 1995. Sliding into the number 7 spot is one of the most emotional and intense battles in the Godzilla saga, Godzilla vs. Destoroyah. Destoroyah is not your run-of-the-mill kaiju. Originating from the very weapon that killed the original Godzilla, the oxygen destroyer, Destoroyah is a manifestation of humanity's darkest creation. At this point, Godzilla himself isn't doing so hot. He's experiencing a nuclear meltdown. The battle reaches heart-wrenching levels when Godzilla's son, Godzilla Jr., gets involved. This film hit fans right in the feels, exploring themes of life, death, and the catastrophic consequences of human actions. It's a poignant reminder of the destructive power of nuclear energy and a standout moment in Godzilla's history. Battle number 6. Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, 1974 and Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, 2002. Coming in hot at number 6 is the technological terror that is Mechagodzilla. First appearing in 1974, Mechagodzilla was either an alien creation or a human-made weapon designed to take down Godzilla. Jump ahead to 2002, and we get Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, where Mechagodzilla is now known as Kiryu. This version is built using the bones of the original Godzilla, which is both genius and a bit creepy. These battles explore the age-old theme of technology versus nature. Humanity's attempt to control or replicate the natural world often leads to unintended consequences, and Mechagodzilla embodies that idea perfectly. It's a high-tech showdown that raises thought-provoking questions. Battle number 5. Godzilla vs. Mothra, Mothra vs. Godzilla, 1964 and subsequent films. Midway through our list at number 5 is the beautifully complex relationship between Godzilla and Mothra. Mothra is no ordinary monster. She's a mystical moth deity who often represents nature's benevolence and protection. In the 1964 classic, Mothra battles Godzilla to protect humanity, even though humans haven't exactly been kind to her or her island. The scene where the twin larvae defeat Godzilla by cocooning him is legendary. These battles delve deep into themes of nature versus human destruction. Mothra's selflessness and Godzilla's wrath represent two sides of the natural world responding to humanity's actions. It's a poignant reminder of the balance we need to maintain with our environment. Battle number 4. Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, 1994. Blasting in from the cosmos at number 4 is the out-of-this-world battle between Godzilla and Space Godzilla. Space Godzilla is formed from Godzilla's own cells that drifted into space and got sucked into a black hole. Space Godzilla arrives on Earth and starts causing chaos with his ability to manipulate gravity and create massive crystal structures. To take down this extraterrestrial threat, Godzilla teams up with Megaera, a giant robot originally designed to fight Godzilla himself. This film expanded Godzilla's universe beyond Earth, introducing space elements and galactic stakes. It showed that threats could come from anywhere, even the far reaches of the universe. Battle number 3. Godzilla vs. Gigan, Godzilla vs. Gigan, 1972. Crashing into the number 3 spot is the brutal battle between Godzilla and Gigan. Gigan is one of the most menacing villains in the Godzilla roster. In this film, Earth is under threat from the Nebula M Space Hunter aliens, because why not throw aliens into the mix, right? They bring Gigan and team him up with King Ghidorah to destroy humanity. The battles are some of the most violent in the series, with Tokyo once again serving as the battleground. This film introduced darker themes and showed that the Godzilla franchise wasn't afraid to push the envelope. Gigan quickly became a fan-favorite villain, and this battle solidified his place in Kaiju history. Battle number 2. Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. Narrowly missing the top spot at number 2 is the epic feud between Godzilla and King Ghidorah. King Ghidorah is the ultimate arch-nemesis, a three-headed, golden dragon from outer space. In the 1964 classic, it took an unlikely alliance of Godzilla, Rodan, and Mothra to take down Ghidorah. Fast forward to 2019's Godzilla, King of the Monsters, and the ante is up significantly. The movie intertwines human stories with monster mayhem, adding depth to the spectacle. This rivalry is the embodiment of chaos versus nature's balance. Their battles have been pivotal in shaping the Godzilla lore, highlighting the ongoing struggle between opposing forces. Battle number 1. Godzilla vs. the MUTOs, Godzilla, 2014. And finally, claiming the number 1 spot is the modern classic, Godzilla vs. the Mutos. The 2014 reboot introduced us to the MUTOs, massive unidentified terrestrial organisms, who are parasitic monsters seeking to reproduce. After years of absence, Godzilla emerges from the depths as a force of nature meant to restore balance. This isn't the destructive Godzilla of old, he's more of an anti-hero here, which is a refreshing take. The climactic battle is set in San Francisco, and it's nothing short of spectacular. This film revitalized the Godzilla franchise for a new generation, presenting him as a protector rather than just a mindless force of destruction. It balanced human drama with monster action perfectly, setting a new standard for kaiju films. What a journey that was! Let's do a quick recap of these legendary battles. Godzilla's first monster brawl with Anguirus set the stage for future showdowns. The eerie and emotional clash with Biollante introduced new depth. The titanic face-offs with King Kong bridged cultures and thrilled fans. The heart-wrenching battle with Destoroyah brought tears to our eyes. Mechagodzilla showed us the dangers of trying to control nature with technology. Mothra's battles highlighted the balance between humanity and nature. Space Godzilla took the conflict to cosmic levels. Gigan's brutality raised the stakes in monster combat. King Ghidorah's terror cemented the ultimate rivalry. The MUTOs reintroduced Godzilla to the modern world as a force for balance. Godzilla's legacy is truly unmatched. He's not just a giant monster. He's a cultural icon that has influenced cinema, pop culture, and even societal views on nuclear power and environmentalism. But enough about what I think. I want to hear from you. Which Godzilla battle is your all-time favorite? Did we miss any epic showdowns that you think should have made the list? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this trip down Kaiju Lane, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more monstrous content. Until next time, remember, sometimes the biggest threats require even bigger heroes. Stay awesome, folks.